because now, during this period, we are celebrating Jagannath Rath Yatra. And Lord Jagannath is now very famous all over the world. And at this time is also a very auspicious time because Jagannath will come out of the temple after spending his 15 days fever pastimes. So we'll discuss the history of Jagannath, how he appeared on this planet, what is his appearance. That all of you know, Bhagavan Krishna in Gita saying, Paritrana sadhanam vinasya chatuskrutang dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami. That every millennium after millennium, every yuga I am coming. He came in Satyajug, Nrsimha Avatar, Hamsa Avatar. He came in Tritiya Yug, Ram Avatar. He came in Dwapar Yug, Krishna Avatar. But what is his form in Kali Yug? In whose form he came? In India there are so many Bhagavan, you don't know anybody. Actually, in Kali Yug, according to scripture, Bhagavan, he does not descend in Kali Yug. Then how people will deliver? Kali Kale Naam Rupe Krishna Avatar. He comes in the form of his holy name. He comes in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam. He comes in the form of his Archa Vigraha, Daru Brahma. Holy name Nama Brahma, Bhagavatam Sabda Brahma, and Jagannath Baladeva Subhadra deity, that is Daru Brahma. These are three Swarupas of Bhagavan. Lord manifested himself to deliver the most fallen people like us. We are the most fallen people. If Bhagavan wants to come here to deliver us, he has to be most merciful. Satyajug people are not so fallen, not so sinful. So they don't need so much mercy of Bhagavan. So that kind of Bhagavan came who has limited mercy to release. Kali Yug, if that Bhagavan will come, he cannot deliver us. So most merciful, magnanimous, munificent form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead manifested in this Kali Yug. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Bhagavan came, but he is not Channa Avatar. He came hidden incarnation. Antah Krishna Bahi Gaur. Inside Krishna but outside Gauranga. Inside Bhagavan but outside Bhakta. He came as a Bhakta. He did not come as a Bhagavan. So this Daru Brahma is very, very special. We all have heard the Lord appeared to deliver the people of Kali Yug. But Jagannath's history doesn't start from Kali Yug. We have also heard, most of you must have heard, why Krishna accepted a form like this. That when he was hearing his brother Lila in Dwaraka from Rohini Mata, Krishna, Balaram, Subhadra standing at the gate, then they are very much moved to hear, wow, the Brajavasis, Gopis, Radharani, they love so much. So Krishna's eyes become big. Yeah, they are so astonished. Hand, leg went inside. That time Narada Muni reached and saw this form. And Narada Muni requested, my Lord, if you accept me as a devotee, please, my humble request is, this form that what I see now, you exhibit yourself in this form. That's a yes. I lived in this farm. There is a place on the the shore of Nila Sagara, the blue ocean. There is a Nila Parvata, blue mountain. On top of Nila Parvata, there is the blue cave, Nila Kandara, blue cave. And inside the Nila Kandara, I have been worshipped as Nila Madhava. The Nila Madhava farm is worshipped there in Nilatala Dham for a certain period. That is, the lifespan of Brahma is 100 years. So first 50 years is called Parardha, Pratham Parardha. That time Lord is worshipped there, the Nila Madhava. And second Parardha is worshipped at Chaturdha Murti, 4 forms: Baladev, Subhadra, Jagannath and Sudarshan. So it looks like Jagannath appeared before Dwapar, beginning of Kali Yuga. But that is not the fact. According to Skanda Puran, this form appeared at the second Parardha of Lord Brahma. So it is considered as the devotee Indradevna who manifested him, the 25th generation of Brahma, and Manu like this, 25th generation. So King Indradevna, he was ruling in Malavadesh, the capital of Avanti. He was a great Vishnu Bhakta. So once he saw in his dream this Nilamadhava farm, and asked his ministers, where on this planet the Lord is deciding, manifesting himself in this farm. So minister did not know. One day the king was there in royal assembly. Many sadhu sannyasis were there. So he raised this question. Any of you have seen on this planet, this farm, that I saw in dream? And one sadhu, he got up. He said, yes, I have seen. Then he gave the description. Then the king sent 4 directions for people to please go and discover where is this place. In one direction is Vidyapati, man priest or minister or somebody. Vidyapati went searching for Nilamadhava. So he went to Undra Desh, the present Odisha. That time it was known as Undra Desh. So as per the description, when we are searching, where is this form of Bhagavan has been manifested? When we came to Bhubaneswar, it's all dense forest. It's so dense that sunshine doesn't fall on the ground. Someone is managed going. At the evening time, he reached at one place. Everything was dark. Then he could see little light, and he could hear Nam Sankirtan. Then he thought, oh, some people are staying, let me go. Then he went. There's a village called Sabar Dipak, where tribal Sabar tribes used to live. So there the king, Sabar king called Vishwabasu. So Atithi guest arrived. So he received Vidyapati very nicely, gave him shelter. So Vidyapati stayed in his house. And according to some local Puran, the description is like this. That Vishwabasu was king of Sabar tribe. He had a daughter called Lalita. So Vidyapati fell in love with Lalita. So Savar king was very happy to give marriage to Lalita and Vidyapati. So they were staying together. So Vidyapati observed every day this Vishwavasa Savar king, morning time he goes, and evening time he comes back. And when he comes back, his whole body, nice fragrance, and brings nice flowers, garlands, nice foodstuffs. So Vidyapati thought, this tribal man, where he goes, where he get all these celestial things? And he asked his wife, Lalita, where your father is going every day? And Lalita said, my father is going to worship Nilamadhava. Then Vidyapati woke up, wow, so is the Nilamadhava that I am searching for? Then he said, okay, you please tell your father to show me Nilamadhava. Then he said, no, my father has denied, I can't ask that. No, I am her husband. I am asking you, please do me a favor. She felt obligated. So she went and asked her father, Vishwavasa, please, my husband wants to take the darshan of Nilamadhava, please do something. He was very angry. But that place was not known to anybody. That time, Nilamadhava was worshipped by celestial beings, by demigods, devatas. No Martalokavasi can go there. But interestingly, Nilamadhava was so merciful. When no Martalokavasi were allowed, he chose one tribal person, the most fallen, most degraded, untouchable, according to our consideration. The Bhagavan chose that person will give me service. So he became very angry. How do you inform him? In that time he has some love and affection for his daughter. And Vishwavasa said, okay, I will show him the deity, Nilamadhava. But I will not show him how to reach there. Path I will not show him. I will tie his eyes, bind with a cloth, close his eyes and take him, show the deity, then bring him back. Then Lalita came, told to her husband, my father, and agreed for this. Vidyapati said, but what is the use of that? It's not me who want to see, it's our king want to see. If I don't know the road how to reach there, our king is fasting, not drinking water, he is waiting there. So I have to see the path. This tribal girl, she was very intelligent. She said, don't worry. I will make some arrangements, you can see the path. What will you do? She said, when my father will take you, I will give you some mustard seeds in a packet. So when they are walking, you throw mustard seeds. So when rainy season will come, the mustard seeds, the plant will grow. So you can see that path and reach. Oh, very good, Prabhupada. He was very happy. The tribal girl was very intelligent girl. Then he tied his eyes. Then when he was holding his hand, looking front, he was walking. Lalita handed over this packet of mustard seeds. So he went, walking, dense forest top of the mountain. There Vishwavasa opened his eyes. So there was Rohini Kunda, beautiful pond. In the bank of Rohini Kunda, there's Akshaya Vata. How many of you have been to Jagannath Puri temple? Have you seen the Rohini Kunda there?
Small well.
Small Chovacha. You have been there, but I am sure you have not seen anything. You have not seen anything means you do not know what is what there. That's why I have published a book called Sri Mandir. Took 10 years collecting all the information. We have Sri Mandir books? We have? So that book gives detail, starting from Aruna Stambha. Every temple, every deity, every step, every tree has history behind it. You must read that book, then you understand what it is. Adi Narasimha, the place where Brahma did first yagam. Very big history it has. Jagannath Temple. Very ancient histories. That few copies are here, you can collect, you will understand. At that time, the Rohini Kund is like a pond there. And on the back of that, there is a tree called Akshayavata. The Akshayavata tree is there. The time of annihilation, everything gets inundated with water, but that tree remains there. Markandeya Rishi came, the whole story is there in that book, Jagannath book. Then there Vishwamitra told Vidyapati, you wait here. I am going, I will collect some fruits and flowers, and together we will go take darshan of Nila Madhava and I will offer this to you. Then Vidyapati said, okay. So Vidyapati was waiting on the bank of that pond. Vishwamitra went to collect some fruits and flowers. And Vidyapati saw that one branch extended of Akshayavata above the pond, and one crow was sitting there. So crow fell into the pond. As soon as the crow fell into the pond, immediately he developed 4 hands and went back to Vaikuntha. And Vidyapati said, wow, very good. So this is a good chance to get liberation. So he prepared to jump into the pond. So that he will get 4 hands and go back. Then immediately on sound vibration came. Oh Vidyapati, don't do this. You came to a specific responsibility. King Indradyumna is waiting for you. He is fasting from eating and drinking. Fast will do your duty. Then he refrained. Today that pond is not there. Otherwise it would be very good for us to jump into it to go back to our head. Unfortunately, that pond has become a small kunda, right? When you go there, the pandas, they sprinkle water on your head. I also got water on my head, but unfortunately I did not get 400 sperm go back to our head. No, we call it doesn't want that. But that has that power. So he is friend. Then after some time, Shastra came, he took him to the cave and he saw the Nilamath. There he saw many celestial foodstuffs are there. He has never seen. I stay in king family. I have never seen food like this. So then he took darshan and came back. The story different. Puranas is different. One Purana says that when he heard king going to take darshan, then he gave lot of gifts. He gave one garland from heavenly planets, which never dry, remains fresh always. So he said, give this gift to king. And Vidyapati left. And king was waiting. All other messengers, he sent 4 messengers, 3 they have come back, but Vidyapati was not coming, getting late. And finally Vidyapati reached. When king heard Vidyapati has reached, then he came out of the palace to receive. And by seeing this garland, he could feel the Nilmadhava. Then king's assembly, everybody gathered. There Vidyapati gave the whole description of what happened, what he saw, all these things. Then Indradyumna said, declared, the Lord is here on this earthly planet. What for we stay here? Let's all go to Nilachala Dham. All his citizens, all businessmen, all soldiers, everybody declared, we will all go settle down there. Next morning they are preparing. So it happened, Narada Muni came. And King Indradyumna said, Oh, Narada, tomorrow morning we are going to Nilachal Dham, you have to accompany with us? Yes, very happy. Next morning, everybody, whichever way they could manage, riding on a horse, on bullock cart, on elephant, whatever way, thousands of people, they are moving towards Nilachal Dham. And very auspicious Muhurta, Brahmana chanting Veda mantra, the Narada Muni, King Indradyumna, riding on a chariot, they started their journey. The whole day, beautiful path was there, they were enjoying. So by evening, they reached the bank of a river called Mahanadi. And they have to cross that river, other side is Uttar Pradesh. So evening time, they thought, now we don't cross the river. So they set up their tent to spend that night there. And tomorrow morning they will continue their journey. The midnight, a little late night, all the soldiers came to Indradyumna. Oh, the king of Uttar Pradesh is coming to attack us. We should prepare to fight with him. Indradyumna, great Vishnu Bhakta, said, no, don't be worried. Bring him here. So king of Uttar Pradesh, Odisha, was brought to Indradyumna. So Indradyumna asked, how are you? How are things going on? All nice things. Your people are paying tax properly or not? Crops are growing or not? Everybody happy or not? Are you free from all kinds of calamities? Then king of Odisha said, yes, my dear king, in my country, kingdom, everything was flourishing, everything was nice. But since Nilamadhava left, disappeared, I am going to big trouble. Then he told them, what? Nilamadhava left, he disappeared? Then he completely broke down. He said, why took so much trouble to come and take darshan Nilamadhava, and Nilamadhava was gone? Then Narada said, no, don't be worried. Your desire will be fulfilled. So I am leaving now. I will join you at Puri after 4 days. And after 4 days, Narada will come with a Narasimha deity. The deity is there next to Gundicha temple. So Narada left. So next morning they continued their journey. Then there is a Kamrakana, Bhubaneswar, Lingaraj. To enter into Puri, to get full result of darshan of Jagannath, you have to take the mercy of Mahadev, Lingaraj. He is protector of the Dham. There is there, then they continued the journey, giving more insight. Vindapati was leading them. Then when they reached there, the deity was not there. So the king thought the Vishwavasu must have, he must be hiding some of these deities. The deity disappeared. Then Vishwavasu tribal king thought that Indradyumna has stolen this. So as a result, the big battle, big fighting took place there between Vishwavasu and King Indradyumna. And one sound vibration came, unseen sound. Oh Vishwavasu, don't fight. You have served me for so long. And so long time I have been eating fruits and roots staying in this cave. How long I will take this food, eat these fruits and roots? Now my great devotee Indradyumna will come, has come. He will give me Chapana Bhava, 1000 feet high golden temple. So I will go there. But you will get chance to serve me. So till today, the Vishwavasu family members are there. They are serving during this, from Snan Purnima up to end of Rath Yatra. They, Jagannath brother, deity that belongs to them, their family. So they do this service. When Lord is not there, then in dream, Indradyumna saw a dream. that tomorrow morning you go to Banki Muha, the place where a river joining the ocean. The place is still there called Chakratirtha. There you see 3 logs of woods coming floating in the ocean. So out of those wood, you make my deity form. So next morning when king went, stood there a stream, with lots of woods floating. Then he brought, very happy. Then he went to many carpenters to carve it. Everybody tried, nobody could carve. And finally, one Ananta Maharana, one carpenter came and said, I will make it. I will carve it. You have to give me 21 days. If before 21 days you open it, door, then it will be incomplete. So his carving tuk. Sound was coming. On 15th day, no sound came. What happened? Then the queen insisted maybe that old fellow died, no eating, no drinking. Please open the door. King said, no, he has to done 21 days. But king first, and when the queen first to open the door, when they opened the door, they saw the Lord in this form. It's not complete, incomplete. Anytime Lord is incomplete, is Lord incomplete or complete? Complete. Every time Lord is complete. Krishna is complete. But Jagannath form is most complete. Though he looks like no hand, no leg, face, the most complete form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead has manifested. Then the king became very sorry. I broke the promise. And Lord said, no, this is my form, transcendental form. You worship this form. And anybody will come Nilatrodham, take darshan of this Chaturdha Murti. They will become free from all sinful reactions and go back to Godhead. That is the power of these deities. What to speak of taking darshan of Jagannath? The Shastra says, if anyone does enter that Panchakra Sankhakshetra, just by putting a step inside, he will become free from sinful reactions. Somewhere in Puran I heard that you start your journey planning to go to Puri to take darshan of Jagannath. 100 feet you have walked forward. Something happens, accident, snake bite, you die. That also gives you the result of being free from all sinful reactions. This Dham is so powerful, especially for Kali Yuga. And one more interesting thing I read in the Purana. If you go to Puri take the darshan of Jagannath, whatever sinful activities you have committed, you become free from that. And when you go back to your house, whatever sinful activities you commit in future, you become free from that also. Haribol. Very good, Prabhupada. So you should all go take darshan of Jagannath and come back, commit sinful activities. And then that will be Nam Bale Papa Buddhi. That will not work. But they express the power of that holy land. So this is how the Lord manifested. Because Lord has promised Narada Muni, I'll manifest my form in this way. So all people of the universe will take darshan and become purified. So when we started, who's Satyajug? In Satyajug, but who's Satyajug? That has to be calculated. Thousands, the most ancient history is Jagannath Dham. Jagannath disappeared, but that's eternal place. During Muslim regime, for 150 years, Jagannath deity was not there. There was no Rath Yatra. Muslim people they're taken away, some people they say burned, some say buried. We have to go through so much problems. So India is going through a big problem. Not only India, our Sanatana Dharma is a big threat also. Sanatana Dharma. The way other religions spreading in India, another 40-50 years, we fear that we will be extincted. And followers of Hindu Dharma. So much conversion going on. In India, the 3 states, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Mizoram, 90% converted. Orissa, Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, all these things are happening. So what will happen? Our future generations, what they will see. That's why in ISKCON we started this ISKCON Tribal Care Initiative. As you know, Srila Prabhupada started this movement. He started this movement. He did not go to give lecture in Chicago, big university. He did not go to big professors, political leaders. Where did he go? He went to Bowery. All the hippies, all the low-class people, most low-class people on this earthly planet. So that is what Mahaprabhu is. That is what Jagannath is. They came to deliver the most low-class people. Most low-class people. But if Prabhupada established all big cities, centers, then ISKCON, His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj introduced Namahatta. Prithiviti Achata Nagaradi Gram, Nagara and Gram. Then many thousands of villages. Now this Krishna consciousness spreading. So finally left over were the forest dwellers. So they staying in the forest mountain. So we started the ISKCON Tribal Care Initiative. Under this initiative, now we made a created trust. We are going to deep forest where people are allured to convert themselves. And we are reaching there, opening centers, schools, Gurukul, hostels, Pathshalas, in 9 states. We have about 200 villages, where 4,500 students are taking care of their education, health, these different things. Every village is opening prayer halls. You go to tribal area, every village they have a church. One village, 4 or 5 Christians, they have a church. I went to one village, no Christians, but they have a church there. That much propagation they are doing. So we have started all these things and we have seen, because the very poor stricken people, no house, no food, no education, hundreds, thousands of people are converted. But that is not surprising. The poor people getting converted. For what surprising is that still hundreds of thousands of people, they are not yet converted. No money, no house, no food, please convert, we'll give you. No, don't convert. That means they are more katta Hindu than us. In spite of so much problems, they do not want to give up. So we should understand this is a big responsibility to be by the side of these people. And we save our Sanatana Dharma, save tribals, save Sanatana Dharma. This big challenge now, whole India, all our leaders are lamenting demographic change. It's changing very fast. But we have seen wherever we start our activities, there is no conversion happening there. So there is a big chance. So we are adopting all the children in a Gurukul or hostel school for a whole year education. Just imagine how much we are spending for a whole year. $120. That covers the whole year education. Imagine how much we are spending for children's education. When children eating that of chocolate, they finish $120. And we are crying. People are getting comforted. If all followers of Sanatana Dharma will come together, we can buy the whole community. We can buy the whole community with one drop of our effort. Drop of our effort. We have our hostels, our Gurukula ashrams, lodging, boarding, fooding, clothes, everything. $250. Can you imagine? $250. And we are not affording that much. Then people coming, flying from thousands of kilometers, Europe, America, enter deep forest, giving them love and care to comforting them. The whole village are doing pathshalas. Whole year spend only $500. Whole village children with us. All families are with us. It's so easy. It is so easy. They building prayer halls. Every village also. So I am doing this tour all over the world. I just came from Singapore, Australia, and America, and Europe. So I want to put all the followers of Sanatana Dharma, please come together. Otherwise the situation will be very, very bad. When you are ruled by Muslim, you know what is the situation there. How many times our Somnath temple has looted? You know how many times? That we do not know. We forgot that. From 17 or 18 times they are looted. So that's why it is very, very important that we have done this people are very simple and humble people. We don't call it tribal preaching program. We don't have to preach them. They're so simple. We call it tribal care initiative. Just little care. Whatever we say, they listen. Chant Hare Krishna, chant Hare Krishna. Read Gita, they read Gita. We have hostels where we collect orphanage children, communist children, Christian children. In 1 year time, they have memorized 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Whole Brahma Samhita. Dhammarastaka, Virvastaka. How many of your children have memorized, tell me? They have never seen school in their life. They have never seen school in their life. So from this you can understand how potential it is. So, we'll show you some video clippings. Ready? Sound will come. So we have some video clippings. 2-3 videos, only 2-3 minutes each. Then you will understand. I am very, very thankful to Madhavati Prabhu that this temple congregation, they are giving a good support to this tribal care initiative. By the support of this temple congregation, we are running nice pathshalas, different things. And now many people have sponsored the child and pathshala. Any of you are here? Those sponsored last year? Please raise your hands. I have some gifts for you, tribal gifts. After this presentation, I will distribute. Sound will come.
Did you know a profound battle for survival has quietly begun? It is the battle of the existence of the tribals, who now struggle to preserve their heritage. The demon of greed and temptation has swept through, eroding their culture, stealing their identity. The Tribal Care Initiative of ISKCON seeks to lift these communities once more, helping them preserve their true essence. Through the 5 Care Initiative, they receive not only education, but also support for their social, spiritual, emotional, and health needs. Schools are being opened in remote districts, and where once children had a weapon in their hands, now they have books. tribals are learning about cow protection, improved farming, crafts, and the importance of sanitation. ITCI regularly organizes health camps in these areas where patients receive free medical consultation and medicines. Clean drinking water systems are being put in place for every village. Tribal culture in India stands at the edge, gasping for breath, but ITCI is working to revive it, and doing so through a spiritual path. Now, these communities are once again living fully in their ancestral lands, and it is an extraordinary sight. There is joy on their faces and in their lives. Peace, not born of ambition, but of the return home.
We started this initiative around 8 years before, and a lot of things have been achieved. We saw another 3 minutes video clippings, where we are now. But we please adjust the lens because picture not coming good. It needs some adjustment. Next video clipping.
This forest, these trees, this land, how much does it matter to you? Perhaps as much as the air you breathe. In India, tribal communities make up just 8% of the population, yet they hold rights over 40% of the country's natural resources. However, life weighs heaviest on them, burdened by the lack of education, healthcare, and respect. Once, their own songs echoed through these forests. Now, the air trembles with the noise of hunger, of unemployment, and the pain of being evicted from their own land. Far from the cities, the nights here are the darkest. And yet, even the smallest light, when it dares to stand before the deepest dark, can bring change. The India Tribal Care Trust's 5Care initiative is such a light, nurturing not just education, but their social, spiritual, emotional, and health needs. Across 9 states, in 29 districts, among 35 tribal communities, the work continues tirelessly. For we know it is education that shields them from violence, from exploitation, from poverty. Therefore, where there was only one school across 25 villages, last year in 290 tribal areas, 149 learning centers and 18 schools rose up, laying the foundation for the futures of more than 4,500 children. In places where doctors once could not reach, today over 16,000 tribal people have received free healthcare. Ambulances and healthcare vans stand as shields in every village. We provide free books, clothes for the cold, monsoon relief and aid. We teach new farming techniques, strengthening livelihoods and building economic resilience. We stand beside the artisans, helping bring their handcrafted works to the world. The core identity of tribal communities lies in culture, and so we help connect them back to their culture and spiritual awareness. We inspire them to live and thrive within their own natural and sustainable ecosystem. And now, you see them light up with not just happiness, but inner peace. We remind them this forest belongs to them, and their struggle is not theirs alone. It is the struggle of every human who breathes this earth's air. Join us. Help carry this light. And watch the dreams awaken in the eyes just learning how to dream.
Only 2 minutes on spiritual activities, what is happening in the jungle, how thousands of people are accepting Krishna consciousness, becoming vegetarian, and 2.5 minutes video clippings will show you. Then I'll show you some books that we have published. You can take these books, Balaram books, Nrsimha books, etc. Yes.
In the tribal heartlands of India, where life has always pulsed in harmony with nature, there came a time when their ancient spiritual roots began to fray. But now, through the work of ISKCON's India Tribal Care Trust, these communities are being gently reconnected to their timeless heritage. Here the children are given the precious teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, nurturing their inner values, showing them the path of true purpose.
Hare Krishna. This nice community developing here, based on Krishna consciousness among the tribal. And we are developing different things here, like a school, Gurukul Ashram, Krishna Gosala, prayer hall, Bhakta Divas, army, all kinds of things. About that social development, same time for the spiritual development also.
With joyous kirtans and the chanting of the Hare Krishna, these communities come alive, filling the air with new energy. Together, they purify heart and soul. The temples built by ISKCON stand as centers of peace, where tribal families find shelter, comfort, and the guiding light of Krishna's wisdom. Through this profound spiritual care, the Tribal Care Trust is helping them reclaim what was nearly lost. Their roots, their culture, their connection to the divine, and through every prayer, every song, every temple doorway, they have rediscovered their identity and found true peace.
Switch the light, and those devotees you sponsor, you come forward, we have some tribal gifts for you.